So they drew the first 16 out of a bingo basket. Did you hear me? The first drawing of the 16 was a brass bingo basket from a bingo game that they used for bingo. And they had balls and they reached in and they called out numbers. And at first, they wouldn't even tell us the names of the first 16. They wouldn't tell us, they were just numbers. So then I was writing city council and I said, well, if this is so historic, wouldn't you put the first 16, their names, so that it goes down in history that these were the first 16 people in Evanston to receive reparations? Why wouldn't they make the books? Their names should be out there. Oh, it took months. It took forever. Pressure. Because we didn't know who those numbers were attached to. Where was that money going? To who? So then they finally put out the names.
The Reparations Committee chose to do a bingo lottery drawing out of the big brass basket with the rolling balls to keep it honest so that people would feel like they have a fair shot at being next on the list to receive their housing program. Well, you have skeptics around town who still don't believe that it was done fairly and that it's an honest process. One of the recipients, Lou Weathers, he's on the advisory council of SEPA. Again, SEPA is the organization that the city of Evanston chose to disperse the recipients' funds to the contractors and the mortgage lenders. He sits on their advisory council. He was one of the first 16 chosen. And allegedly, he sat with some Evanston legacy residents and bragged about knowing that he was going to be one of the first 16, that he was already selected before the drawing. So regardless, if some of those first 16 and then the next batch and the next batch and the next batch of people selected, if it is dishonest and these are connections and these people are pre-selected before the drawing, regardless, they still deserve their quote unquote reparations. Regardless, these people deserve their reparations. But it does cause some definite mistrust with the 500 who are on the waiting list, waiting for their turn. And if it's not being done fairly and the Reparations Committee is selecting who they want to receive first, then, then that's a problem. That's a problem.
It's been interesting. It's been very, very interesting. And, a lot of the legacy people, they call themselves legacy here in Evanston, they've been here, their family has been here for generations. And they were like, I don't even know half the people on this list of the first 16.